Didn't want to have to make this one. So, I know that I said at the end of the last video that the next one that you'll see is of the car getting mapped, but unfortunately there has been some developments where I feel that this little catch-up session is necessary. So seeing as I'm doing this, I thought I'd start right at the beginning and explain why the car's got black wings on it. At the end, I think it was like the end of like episode 2 or something daft, when we were getting the car off the ramp, it might have been episode 3, when we're getting the car off the ramp, obviously because it's so low, got them low boy points, we had to put the car on blocks of wood, and then when we've drove the car off, the wood has gone boom straight into the arch, and when we took the wood from the arch, it's ripped the wing off. I sourced 2 wings, they're already rolled, they were free, but they were black, so now I've got black wings on car. So that's that one ticked off. Now the more important, more unfortunate stuff. So if you watched episode 5, you'll see that we ended with an oil leak on the feed of the turbo. We were trying to find a new fitting, we could not find one, so I had to order one online. But then, as I said in the video, after that Sunday, I was then working away for 4 days. And then when I got back on the Thursday, the car was supposed to be being mapped the next day, on the Friday. So it was quite an issue. We still didn't really have it running right, so we didn't know if there were any other problems with the car, stuff like that. So it was quite a nail-biting situation. But I got a new fitting ordered. And then while I was working away, Richard, because he's a fucking legend, came round to my house, fitted it, got that sorted, not leaking anymore, happy days. So I'm feeling good again, in high spirits again. We had a list of a few things to just tidy up and finish off before the car went for the mapping the next day. There was a T-piece for the vacuum lines, there was some heat protection that we needed to get in on the water lines behind the downpipe and that area. We wanted to load a base map onto the ECU. We also wanted to top up the fluids. We definitely needed coolant in the car, so we got that done, and we topped up the oil as well. All that was done, high spirits, finally ready for mapping, and then disaster. We noticed that the turbo was not spinning when we started the car, and then upon further inspection, you couldn't even spin it with your finger, it was jammed. So we thought, well, that's it, job's fucked. Rip it all out, sod it. We were looking into it for quite a while, it was getting pretty late, and then what it turned out to be was when we clocked the turbo, the circlip that we undid to spin the compression housing, we didn't seat that circlip properly. So I don't know how, but somehow that was stopping the turbine from spinning. So we nudged that circlip round a little bit and it freed off. So panic over, all high spirits again, ready for mapping the next day. So it's the next day, it's the 5th of July, it's the big day, car's meant to be finished, off to mapping, start making some boosting on the haters, all the good shit, start enjoying my car again. That was the plan. That was the plan. So we get the car to mapping, it went to ADE tuning in Darwin, got the car off trailer, the guy, Anthony, his name was, came out, starts, changing shit already, injector sizes and whatnots. Got the car in, got it to idle right, got it on the rollers, running it up, sounded really good. I like this is good, we've done alright here. I'm gonna be home for tea, and I'm gonna drive home in my fucking turbo MX5, this is a good day. I went out for a bit, I went and got some dinner, and I went back to ADE tuning. Anthony comes in the waiting room, I go, is everything alright? He says, no, everything is not alright. I said, how not alright? Like, am I gonna have to trailer it back home? Or what's happening? He said, you either have to trailer it home or it's staying here. Oh, fuck. So he starts telling me what's wrong with the car. The air temp wasn't working, the coolant temp wasn't working, the fan wasn't working, VVT wasn't working, and the car was not producing boost. It was spinning up, but it was not producing boost. I think he said like it was like in the high rev range, like 0.3 bar, which is like nothing. He then proceeded to tell me that the car was going to have to stay there for 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks. It was supposed to be finished. Supposed to have car back. Supposed to be, you know, boosting about 1 to 2 weeks. So I said, right, do what you have to do. I left the car there. I've come home. A few hours passed. He rings me up. He says he's been onto Motorsport Electronics, the guys who made the ECU, and apparently it needed a firmware update or something. So they did that. That solved a lot of the previous issues. So, you know, the coolant temp was working, we were making boost, etc, etc. Fan was working, VVT was working. Happy days, good news. But the car still had a few issues. He asked me if it had a new fuel pump, to which I said yes. And then he asked me what injectors I'd put in. So I told him RX-8 yellow injectors, refurbished, blah, blah, blah. He said, where did you get them from? I said, eBay. He said, were they 80 quid? I said, they were indeed. And he says, yeah, they're shit. Apparently the guys at Motorsport Electronics get this problem all the time. People buy these injectors off eBay that claim to be genuine. They're not. They're a load of shit, apparently. The car has a misfire. Now that could be something as simple as gapping the plugs. If not that, then new coil pack. Not a huge issue. I can live with that. And the air temp sensor was still not working. Could be a case of we've wired it up wrong. Again, I can live with that. Not a big deal. He's going to rewire that. They're going to try and source me some actual genuine injectors and figure out this misfire. Today is the 6th of July. I now have to wait till Monday to get a call back from ADE Tuning about the injectors, and if we're going ahead with that, which is definitely going to be a yes, because we've come this far. I just want the fucking car back now. Hopefully it will be sorted next week, and I will get it back next week. Maybe even when you're seeing this video, I've already got it back. I don't know when I'm uploading this video. We'll just have to play it by ear. But the next video you will see will not be of the mapping. It'll be some boosting, hopefully. But who knows? Who knows what else will go wrong? It's been a horrendous week. But that's where we're at with the car now. Supposed to be going to the exclusive choice show next weekend on the Sad Boy Race Club stand with the car. The car was meant to be done. This was when the car was supposed to be finished by. Obviously, if I get it back next week, then we can still go. If it's going to be 2 weeks, then obviously I cannot go. But yeah, I thought that I owed you an explanation about what's going on. I've been super quiet on Instagram, which I hate myself for, but the car's not working. The car's not even here right now, so I can't take cool pictures of a car that's not here or working. So yeah, it's been a bit shit. I'd love to be sat here saying, yeah, all roses, all good, all went well, but it's not, is it? I want to be transparent. This is real life. Not everything always goes smoothly. So that's where we are. So with a bit of luck, on the next video I will see you with my car back, making some boost, just doing turbo things, actually driving my fucking car again. But until then, thanks for watching. Definitely press that subscribe button, because when I get this car back, we're going to do some mad stuff with it. And I'll see you on the next one.